Hello everyone. Today I'm going to set up Windows on my, better computer. Had a different OS going and decided I might as well just go back and maybe do a dual boot, if you know what that is. If not, I might tell you eventually. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start installing what I know is the essentials. I like to start off with a little program called Driver Booster, because if your hardware doesn't have the right drivers to go with it, then it, usually won't work properly or at all. You get this off the IOBit website. Gotta be careful because there's a bunch of scams. I actually thought this particular website was a scam for a while.
You have to join a club this year.
And I will turn that off. I will run. I'm using the Edge browser right now. Seems to be better than it used to be. Still not my favorite, but one feature I do like that they added is you can go to the store here, and this is for most browsers actually. It's called AdBlock Plus. Ordinary AdBlock's not as good. Anyway, AdBlock Plus, what it does is it does what it's called. It blocks most ads. You can disable it on certain sites, just in case, if they restrict you from accessing it. A lot of people don't like it. Anyway, looks like Driver Booster is done downloading. I don't know how long it'll take for it to install. There's AdBlock. Okay, turn it on. Alright, now let's try refreshing this page and see how it works. Look at that. Barely any ads. Alright, well, let's see. I'm on Windows 10. Okay. This is actually the Windows 10, I believe it's called the Creators Edition, because it's a lot more configurable, and I think it's a lot easier to use, really. I don't really trust stuff like that. Alright, so I got AdBlock, I got Driver Booster. I'm using a software called Active Presenter right now, and I've never used it before, but I think it seems to be doing a pretty good job. It's mainly for desktop capturing, I believe. The next program on the list will be HW Monitor. HW standing for hardware. And really what this does is it monitors the temperatures and the usage of your hardware. Because if it gets too hot, it'll probably catch on fire or fry your entire system, which, it's not very good, in my opinion. There's another program that also does this that I know of called Specky or Speci. It's made by Puriform, but it has issues with some systems, so, also I've heard that it isn't always correct. So I got this, and in my opinion it's better, but maybe a little harder to understand though. Then again, Speci didn't show any usage. Now let's see. We're gonna scan for drivers. It's going to scan all my hardware and see what I need. This is a new installation, so I don't have anything other than the Active Presenter. What I'm going to do while that's doing its thing is I'm going to get, that'd be my favorite program, is Steam. If you don't know what it is, you basically get it and you can browse games, buy games, review games. They got everything, and it's a must-have for any PC gamer. They even got free-to-play stuff. Works for Mac, Linux, if you know what that is. Let's see. Right here it says like 12 million in online and 3.5 million in game. That's how big this is. Most people already know about it. I actually didn't know about it for a while until I was like 12, I want to say. That was before I really had a good computer, so. Oh, and if you're not a premium user and you just got this program, they do give you one free download acceleration, which I'm not completely sure if it even works or does anything, but it's kind of nice when it works. Oh, there it is. Steam's got game overlays and community workshop, modding community, everything. Now, let's see. What I think I'm going to get now is a thing called Open Broadcasting Software. Broadcaster software. And this can be, it's called OBS. It can be used for recording and streaming, and it's not as polished as some, but I think it's a lot more powerful. It's a better system, better program for your system. And I think it shows clearer video than some of the competitors. What I used on my last video probably didn't help my case on my other computer because the performance was terrible as it was. That one is nice, but you might need a more powerful system to use it, and even if you have one, which, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how much better it would work. That one is called XSplit Gamecaster, I believe. And it's a very nice program. They did a great job making it, but I feel like they just put too many features into it, and I feel like it probably kind of hurt the video quality overall. But it does have a lot of features, and it's nice if you have a powerful enough system to use it. Now let's try this HW monitor while we're waiting. You open it up, and here's what you see. You see everything. You've got all your system components. You got your motherboard, your fans, fan speeds, processor, temperatures on everything. I've got a quad-core Intel on this computer. You see your clock speeds, you see everything. You see stuff that you probably haven't even heard of. Shows your voltage, wattage, everything. It's very nice. Now, as far as temperatures go, I would say a good system probably when you're playing a game goes like 60 something at the highest, very, very absolute highest. Once you hit 70, I think it's a bad sign. You should probably give it a break. 70 is where it starts to get dangerous. 80 is where you really want to just turn it off, because it's really not a good place to be. And it can damage your hardware and hurt your performance also. Oh, looks like servers are getting updated. Okay. It's flickering. It's all good. It'll look prettier when it's done. I think I'm still recording. I think there was something else I was going to do. Well, that's everything that can come to my mind right now. Those are basically the essentials. Another thing that's good is a program called CCleaner, also made by Puriform, but I only use that to configure my startup applications, and Windows 10 actually has a feature. If you go into your task manager, you can click more details, and you can go to startup, and you can enable, disable stuff. I actually don't want to start up any of this. I'm probably going to uninstall OneDrive. Anyway, that's about it. That's everything I can think of right now. Those are the basic essentials in my opinion. Other than Spotify, of course, but that's if you want to game with music. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will talk to you later.